Confederation of Nagaland Chamber of Commerce and Industry Khanba state government ge 9 districts te ULP nominee diwule logoper tahan chief secretary gi hubi or the cabinet of urban development and municipal affairs khan gi bi tahan representation bishi digina aishe that it to 9 districts te bi nominee rakhiule in regard to ULP, but still then it attack bi state government la side pa eco forward positive outcome na ha upper tahan April 24 de tahan itu 9 aggrieved districts khan de indefinite shutdown lobole thaka dibi call off korina tahan 2 hafta digina thakise aji May 13 the CNCCI ba to indefinite shutdown laga upor de hulibi tahan ekta press conference diwula signa khobor paise abi ami kan joigina press conference se tahan ki kobula se jaina detail ba press conference laga upor bi sai sawa ro details ba bi hota hoti kori sawa.
Today we have called for this press conference especially to inform our media friends to disseminate the information that the Confederation of Nagaland Chamber of Commerce Industry, we had an old tenure and new tenure handover and taking over ceremony today. We had our meeting. The Executive Council and the Executive Council has elected new team of office bearers for the next tenure from 2025 to 30. The people sitting on this front row are the new team of the CNCCI, and we are also fortunate to have our district chamber from Newland, Dimapur, Kohima, and then Chumukidima to witness the ceremony. And we have done the official handover and taking over, and henceforth from today the new team will be taking care of the office of the CNCCI for next term. Itu ekta kowale apni khan ke matise. Secondly, on the issue of elected nominee representation with the government, I think we have been apprising the media for last 4 years about this issue. So we have given a very clear-cut press releases, and where we have stated that there has been some communication gap between the demands put forth by the 9 district chambers to the government, that is the Urban and Municipal Council Department, and the department and the Chief Secretary who has communicated the issue to the Cabinet for the decision. So we felt that there has been some communication gap, and accordingly we have requested the Cabinet to re-examine, and also have requested the Chief Secretary as well as the department to apprise the government in detail what has happened for the last 4 years. In the last 4 years, we have written on several occasions, we have written to the Chief Secretary. We have also submitted a representation, Honorable Deputy CM, and also to the advisor to Urban Development and Municipal Affairs. We are grateful to the state government and the Cabinet for taking up the matter at a very urgent basis, wherein it was discussed in the Cabinet meeting about our demand. Unfortunately, the communication that we gave to the Cabinet was that our 9th district made it very clear that the nominee is a non-negotiable demand. Whereas the meeting minutes that came out from the Office of Urban Development and Municipal Affairs stated that the department will put forth some kind of issue some circular and instruct ULBs to accommodate the district chambers in taking decisions. And we are going ahead with our since our demands were not met. Over the last 4 years, the CNCCI has tried our best to middleman work with our district chamber and the state government as an apex body. We took all the information, the responsibilities given to us by the district chambers, and we proceed with the government for the last 4 years. And I believe that the Cabinet will review it We are very optimistic about that. Now the 9th district has already given a press release that they will go for shutdown. So the CNCCI now has left with no option but allow our 9 districts to go for shutdown. And the shutdown will be indefinite. The Monday is 19th of May 2025. We have promised our consumers, the public, that we will give adequate time and information for the upcoming shutdown. So we are giving this whole entire week, and the shutdown will kick in on Monday.
See, as cited by our chairman, the shutdown called on 19th May 2025 is not at the personal interest of the CNCCI as a body, but as mandated by the district chambers and also as requested by the 9 aggrieved district chambers of commerce and industries. The shutdown has been called with effect from 19th May.
Dimapur, Chumagidima, Newland, Peren, Waka, Zineboto, Pek, Siminu, and Melur.
I would like to tell our viewers that what we are doing here is not for our personal interest. This is for the consumers, because most of the ULBs, what we feel is most of the ULBs are unregulated. So we would like to have a representation in the ULBs so that we will have a minimum sort of presence in the ULBs. We don't have a representation in the business affairs of the thing.
That the Indian Parliament, as all of us know, the Rajya Sabha has a provision, people from various fields, all of us know that. And over the last 17 years, consistently, people from economic or from business background has been accommodated in the Rajya Sabha because they are the stakeholders. Now in urban local bodies, we have been saying that since business community is one of the major stakeholders, whereby we are contributing to our urban local bodies through trade license, through sanitation fees and various other fees. And therefore, and we are the one who is in the market. Therefore, we have been saying that as a major stakeholder, the government should appreciate our willingness to be part of the ULBs to contribute whatever little we have for the community. So instead of appreciating, we are being marginalized. That is our grievances. For example, now there are lots of issues in the market which from the top you will not see, but from the bottom, as a businessman, we are facing day in and day out. For example, the issue of toll tax has been subsumed by GST law, but in the name of other nomenclature or other, by giving other name like transition tax or fee. They are collecting that. That is unregulated. That is outside the mandate of GST law and outside the mandate of Municipal Act. Now, India is a capitalist economy and a democracy where open competition is a rule of the law. That is mandated by the Constitution. Now, in certain ULBs, it has been licensing. For example, mineral water, XYZ only can import, XYZ can only do the mineral water business in certain ULBs. Now, are we saying that the particular community will drink only, this is a living water bottle, mineral water. If that XY permit holder wants to sell only this living water bottle, will public not have a choice of what he wants to drink? Example, there is a lease on a potato. If a particular Mr. X brings a rotten potato, but he doesn't want to run in loss, so if he sells that, and as long as that does not get exhausted in the market, will the public be forced to consume that? I mean, these are issues that is confronting the business community. Now, the public here, we want to make it very categorically clear. As a businessman, unethically we will do that. We may indulge in that, but that is not what CNCCI stands for. CNCCI stands for open, competitive, transparent market. We want to apprise the government that there are a hell lot of issues which needs to be streamlined. The Municipal Act permits certain numbers of individuals to be nominated as a nominee without voting rights, but they will be part of the councils or councils of ULBs. So we are asking that at least a member from the business community in each district be accommodated. Initially, our demand was for every town council, but the government here, again I want to stress it very clearly, during early days of our negotiation, that is during 2021 and in between 2024, the government requested us in their official chamber that now for the first phase, let's go for only districts, not small towns and towns. So accordingly, we have also agreed with the government of such proposal. Now one fine day election has happened, and then we were kept in dark and we were not accommodated except for Mokokchung and Kohima, which we are very grateful to the government. But at the same time, that has aggrieved other 9 districts. So the issue here is all of stepmotherly treatment laga wathabi dito start district ulai. So that's why we are requesting the government that kindly use the same yardstick for all the districts. It will be request kore ase. Aru kwa nishna this is nothing like out of box manga bin hoy. Parliament tak be accommodate kurwa parise bole to what is local self governance? It is to be governed by the stakeholders, and I think all of us as a citizen of a particular ULBs, we are all stakeholders, and therefore we feel that government should not hesitate to accommodate us in our demand. Every district chamber has their own sub-units, and they are coordinating with their district chambers, and I think they will answer it. But firstly, the consumers need to understand. It's not a communist country where you will be asked to, wear a particular pattern of uniforms or dress or drink particular brand of water or eat some. Itu no. Consumers need to have a choice. That's number one, and that's not happening. We are very scared of pushing out hundreds of employments out of businesses. Itu la concern ekta ase de, and that is for our own business, Naga business community nimide ko ase de. Number 2, entrepreneurs nimide ko ase. Number 2 to ame age de ko nishina thik ase government bra kurile to upai nai do. All of us may think of doing something good for business public, but there are also unscrupulous business people are there. Which businessman will buy a bottle of water for 9 rupees and sell it at 5 rupees? He will definitely sell at 10 rupees to make a business. So American to someone inega market to inega jaise gole to American to in order to survive, the business community has to increase the price. So here it is not the fight of a business community per se, but it has to be the fight of consumers. And we appeal it to the consumers to see to it that full cooperation are given, because it's their fight. And also our Naga Manukan ke request kurase iniga source pra bahal pra najani gena. Don't accuse us, because we are fighting for their employment. We are fighting for their enterprises. So I want to appeal it to the public. Now, in respect to the shutdown, the Dukandar Khan pra Buja no Buja lagado, that I think the district chambers knows it. They are doing their homework. But like if we are talking about Dimapur district, it's such a big town for an information to be disseminated within a day or two. It takes time. Or kon ba to dukandari ase hole bi newspaper bi no pa no pure WhatsApp bi no thage black and white mobile dhare keypad number dhare, to it takes time for information to trickle down. So we need to understand that also. Yeah, I think we are on the right issue. That is being replicated across Nagaland, where ULBs are. We have the issue. I wouldn't mention, but this issue came to the office of CNCCI. We endorsed to the district chamber, Tumagidima district chambers, and the Tumagidima district chamber further endorsed that to Pima district chamber of commerce. And we jointly could come up with certain solution and give some respite to the business community. But ekta level pra fight kuri thakile to 5 years to khatam hoy jabo to. So the streamlining has to come in, where the business community is saying that at least all of the ami khan bhi jana mana ase ami khan ke halile streamlining we can guide, at least we can go in a meeting, sit in a meeting and tell them that inega business laga issues in the matters of business, this is the right way of pursuing this kind of agenda. The friction will not be there, but it will run smoothly. So this is in the benefit of both ULBs, the government, consumers, and the business community. Because for us, we were very optimistic that all the 11 districts. Initially, it was just 10 districts because Melori got its districthood after the ULB election only. So we were very optimistic 9 district power, but how that only 2 could be accommodated, we are not aware. Government has not communicated to us. That is where again the whole issue of nodila bal thagisile na olop digena jhamila ulai jai se nika hoje. So that has become the issue, one sticking point again. So I think this is not for the business community, it is for the right of consumers.
There has been press release in the paper, you know very well. So regarding DCCI and DMC, you have all known. So it's up to the government, state government, whether what has happened, why nominee has been given to Kohima and Mokokchung, not in Dimapur. As you all know that the highest revenue, Dimapur is there. So it's up to the state government to give the reply. We as Dimapur Chamber of Commerce Industry, we have given lots of representation to the state government. Still now there is no reply. And we have gone through this, our parent body, CNCCI. So we are still yet to get the confirmation from them.
I think we cannot specifically say that we can do this. We cannot promise unless you before entering the system. But at least the voice of dissent, not in bad sense, but at least you can. When wrong decisions are about to take, at least the business community can, at least point it out. The CNCCI has done enough of its part of doing troubleshooting between government and the district chambers. And now with the 9 district chamber coming out separately in a press release saying that they are going for a shutdown, the CNCCI has done its best and we have no choice now but to let the 9 district chambers go ahead with their shutdown by 19th of May 2025. I think we need to answer that. Number one is very clear. This is not anti-government or against government, okay? We are just exercising our democratic rights of showing displeasure. We are not going to affect any essential thing like medicines and fuels and all. Schools, everything will be as usual. And also, it is going to be voluntary. Now, here, because of social media, I think sometimes things are over exaggerated and over exploded. As I have said earlier, for example, small towns we can immediately inform within few hours about the issues, but big towns like Kohima or be it Chumagidima or Dimapur, it's very difficult to disseminate information or issues within a time given frame of 2-3 hours, days like it. We are giving ample time till Monday, so it should reach to the every business shops and then associations and unions. So it should not be an issue. my district chambers will take care of that. Our district, Dimapur district chamber. And for that, any further issue, then you can always contact them, the Dimapur district chamber of commerce.
So viewers, apni khan press conference laga upor de detail ba sai lishe. Tahan before the press conference, tahan CNCCI laga nutun office bearers kan laga handing and taking over ceremony bi lishe. Naga kuna the press conference dia samai CNCCI laga chairman Dr. Kyakuka Murubak state kurishe that despite various representations to the state government that ULB nominee in 9 districts diwole tahan bishi bar kuigina aise but hulbi state government la side par tahan laga demand khan itarak bi fulfill nokura upor de tahan la demand laga upor de tahan eku gatam nolo upor de tai khan indefinite shutdown to 19 May ba shuru kurula ase guna jane bole dise aro yede 9 districts kan ase Dimapur, Chumukitima, Newland, Peren, Voka, Zinyopoto, Pek, Semanyu aro Meluri de 19 May ba shuru kurigina indefinite shutdown jawaro idu indefinite shutdown to voluntary ase guina bi de CNCCI laga chairman ba clearly state kurigina ase tahan ba idi guado chief secretary ba 2021 sal de tahan ekta written kuigina ase that after ULB election tahan law bichide ULB nominee diwo kuigina ase but ULB khotam hoise olibi tahan kwa nishna idu 9 districts do nominee nidia upor tahan khushi na pa express khushi whereas mokokchong aro kohima do yes nominee dina se tahan pishi appreciate khushi to the state government but kwa nishna idu Noida district se do kile ULB nominee nidia guna bi tahan sawal khushi aro kwa nishna tahan cabinet pa of course tahan laga NLS session debi to matters kando apprise khushi which they are very grateful but kwa nishna apprise koreklan hoigina kadam nothala upor de tahan khushi na pa janai gina itia kwa nishna May 19 de tahan already indefinite shutdown do rakhibula se guna janibule dia se aro janibule dia do tahan itu inaga kam kuna ULB nominee ina manga do tahan la personal interest kane nohoi kwa se lubi ULB laga representation do tahan lage guna tahan janibule disha aro tahan ye dekta kwa do business body khando ULB the representation nai guna bi tahan the state kurigina se to the state government parabi chun do kwa nishna 9 districts se ULB nominee diwo ko to itadak pi nidina thaka to ki karne se tahan babi gushi that is for the state government to answer the state government parabi to opor de ki jawab diwo to the samai ahan de janwo but viewers khan gi bi da janibuli diwo munja se again repeated kwa se but kwa nishna Dimapur, Chumukitima, Newland, Woka, Zunyopoto, Pek, Semanyu, Meluri khan de do 19 May de voluntary indefinite shutdown thagibula se guna bi janibuli desar public khan gi bi ide through CNCCI chairman janibuli dia do medicine subi nohile do fuels kan hubi aro school bacha ha joa khan gi do good distraction hobo but kwa nishna to shutdown do voluntary hobole ase guna mi khala viewers khan ge janibuli ase itia karne mani for more news and updates keep watching Global Window. This is Chanbini with my video journalist Anong reporting from Hotel Saramati, Dimapur.
Love coffee? Why not build a career around it? Join Eagle Crest and get 100% placement assistance with brands like Roast Coffee Roastery, Pete's Coffee, and more overseas. Learn espresso extraction, latte art, machine handling, and customer service. Eagle Crest, brewing careers, one cup at a time.